Hey everybody, happy Friday the 13th, and what a better day than today to, let's say, count down our favorite Friday the 13th films in order, starting at 12 and working my way down to my absolute favorite one. So, without any more waiting, let's get right to it. So, number 12, my least favorite in the franchise has to be Jason Goes to Hell. Just plain and simple. It's not a bad movie. It's just a bad Friday the 13th movie. I like to see Jason kill people. I don't want to see... If I want to see a demon go in someone's body and kill someone, I'll look for a movie that has... this is a Jason movie. I wanted to come to this movie. I wanted to see Jason, and you get to see him for maybe like 25 minutes of the whole goddamn movie, maybe 20. And then that was really annoying to me. Other than that, the kill scenes are great in the film. If you watch the unrated version. You have to watch the unrated version, otherwise the whole movie is just absolute shit. So yeah, that's why number 12 is Jason Goes to Hell. At number 11, we have the infamous Jason X. The only thing this movie ever really gave us, in my opinion, was Uber Jason and that sweet-ass nitrogen kill. Other than that, this movie was a complete waste of time, and I really wish that they had kept Jason on Earth. So I'm not going to talk about that one much more. Number 10. Friday the 13th, 2009, the remake. I like Platinum Dunes version. I don't hate this film. I don't hate Platinum Dunes as much as a lot of other people do, but I don't like them. I don't like Michael Bay, and I don't like Brad Fuller, and I definitely hated the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. But this one, the Friday the 13th remake, was half decent. It wasn't as good as the Chainsaw remake, but it was decent, and I enjoyed it, and I can watch it from time to time, and still feel like I'm watching a decent Friday the 13th movie. So yeah, number 10 has to be Friday the 13th, the remake from 2009. Number 9 has to be Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Just another one of those silly Friday the 13th movies. This time it's not in Crystal Lake, it's on a boat while these students are traveling to New York City, and Jason Takes Manhattan, that's what the movie's called, but I think as we all know, maybe the last 25 minutes of the movie actually takes place in Manhattan. So that was a little bit of a disappointment. You go into this movie expecting to see a lot of New York and Jason strolling through the city killing everyone, but you don't really get that. You get Jason stalking teens on a boat. So if anything, that's why I put this one at number 9. And the kill scenes weren't that great. The only one that was really memorable to me would have been the boxing death, the guy that gets his head punched off by Jason. But yeah, anyway, moving on. Number 8, Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning, and this movie would be higher on the list except for the fact that a little too much comedy in this one for me, a little too much humor for my liking. Don't get me wrong, I love humor in Friday the 13th movies, in any horror movie. I like a good laugh, but I don't know, there's some actors in this movie that really irritate me, and yeah, the kill scenes were great. I love the shears, and I love the guy that gets the leather thing wrapped around his head while Jason twists it like a tourniquet or whatever you want to call it. Those death scenes were great. There's actually quite a few really cool death scenes in this movie. I just think the fact that it wasn't Jason, but I can forgive it for that, and the fact that there's a little too much stupid humor in this movie for me, so that's why I put it at number 8. Number 7. Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. Another one that kind of took a humor route, but once again, can't blame it for that. I enjoyed this film a lot. It's the first time Jason comes back from the dead. He's now a walking zombie, and it's even harder to kill. So yeah, at number 7, Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. Absolutely love that film. Number 6, Friday the 13th, Part 7, A New Beginning. Kane Hodder's first appearance as Jason, and by far my favorite part in this movie has to be the sleeping bag kill, but at the same time I love the aspect of Tina with the telekinetic powers, and it kind of gave someone a decent shot against Jason, and I just love the whole battle between Tina and Jason, and I honestly can't get enough of this movie. We're getting into the ones where I just love watching these ones, and I can watch them over and over again. So Friday the 13th, Part 7, A New Blood is number 6, but it is one of the ones I can watch nonstop. Number 5, and I threw this one in here. I know it's not technically a Friday the 13th movie, but it's Jason, and it's a fun-ass movie. I don't care what anyone says, and that's Freddy vs. Jason. I love Robert Englund. I love Jason Voorhees. I didn't really like Ken Kirzinger as Jason, but the fight scenes between Freddy and Jason is what made this film for me, and that's why I had to put it at number 5. At number 4 is Friday the 13th, Part 3D. One of the classics, in my opinion. The first 4 Friday the 13th films are absolutely the best. But Part 3D, Jason gets his mask, the biker gang, and Shelly. Just the whole. I absolutely love this movie, and it is. I can watch it nonstop. I could watch this movie once a week if I wanted to, and never get bored of it. So yeah, Part 3. Number 3, Friday the 13th, Part 2. First time we really see Jason really kill anyone. We see Alice get killed. The whole shack at the end of the movie with Mrs. Voorhees' severed head and not really knowing what happens to Ginny's boy toy there. Always loved Friday the 13th Part 2, and oh god, the wheelchair kill with the machete in the face, by far one of my favorite Friday the 13th kills. Absolutely love it. So yeah, Friday the 13th Part 2 is number 3. Number 2, and this is the only reason this is number 2, it would be my number 1, but I can't give it number 1 for one certain reason, and that's the fact that, well, we'll get into that in a minute. But anyway, number 2, Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Absolutely love this movie. I love Corey Feldman. I love the Jason. I think it's Ted White plays Jason in this movie. Just absolutely blows it away. I love the machete kill at the end of the film by Tom Savini. Love it when Tommy shaves his head. Cannot get enough of this film, and if you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend watching it because it is probably the best Friday the 13th movie that stars Jason Voorhees. So yeah, moving on to number 1, and the only reason this is number 1 is because the first time I saw it, I remember thinking the whole time watching this movie that Jason Voorhees was the killer, only to be shocked to find out that it's his mother, and that's Friday the 13th from 1980. Absolutely love it. Never ever gets old on me, and as a matter of fact, I'm more than likely going to watch it today. I'm probably going to watch a few Friday the 13th movies today, and this will probably be the first one I watch. So if you haven't seen any of these films, if you want great slasher, if you want great humor, if you want camp settings and boat settings and machetes flying and guitars flying and hockey masks, then I definitely suggest you take today off and take some time to watch some Friday the 13th films because, let's face it, we all love them. We're always going to love them, and every time Jason hits the theaters, we're all going to be there to see him once again. So fingers crossed to a decent sequel in the next couple of years, and I hope I didn't bore the shit out of you with this little miniature countdown, but I haven't made a video in a couple of days, so I figured I'd give you something. I'll also put a little link down at the bottom here. If you go to AMC TV, you can vote on your favorite Friday the 13th movies as well, so do that, and have a great day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you for watching.